What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Entre Interview, and today I'm joined here by ENVY. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right, good to hear. We'll just hop right into it. So, first question here: how do you personally feel along with the team going into stage one?
Going into stage one, I feel extremely confident. And, I think it's bad to like say expectations of how the team's going to do, but I'm not going to lie. I think that stage one, we're going to do pretty good. And then eventually when we get to London, we're going to do really good.
Oh, okay. Are you guys gonna win the whole thing?
Shit, that's what I hope.
We're calling the shot now, all right? I like to hear it. I like to hear it. So, on a game day, what is your pregame routine, either the night before or the day of?
Pre-game routine depends on like what time the match is, but usually I will not eat too much. I will just have water and try to just like get in a lot of warm up. That's what I would say is my main two things.
What is your favorite way of warming up?
Favorite way. I wouldn't say I have like a favorite way. I just have a routine that I do like every single time.
Okay, okay. So moving to the Valorant questions here. With the signing of Demon 1 towards the end of kickoff, we saw him with very little practice with the team, but the team still looked like it worked well. Now with him having a couple months to practice with the team, what can we expect from you guys and him individually?
Mm. I think that obviously playing with someone for a long period of time is going to make us like a lot better and more cohesive as a team. So now just like with the added practice of all of these weeks and months like combined, I think we're going to perform extremely well.
Okay. How's the team chemistry coming along? I mean, it looks like in the press conference, you guys are getting along. It's going well, but is it as good on the press conference or is it as behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, I mean Max is a extremely easy person to get along with. He's always laughs. He's never in a bad mood. Yeah, he's a great teammate.
Yeah, just the vibes seem like they're super high. So, I mean, I think whenever you have good vibes, it always translates in the lobby. All right. So, with the upcoming nerfs to Waylay Yoru and the upcoming Skye buffs, do you expect the meta to change with the upcoming patch, and how do you feel about the Waylay nerfs?
I'm not gonna lie, the Yoru has like completely killed the agent, but for Waylay, it's still pretty usable. I would say that they just removed one component that makes Waylay good, and I would say like overall, a lot of teams are still gonna use it.
Yeah, from what I've heard generally, it's that Waylay is still good, but it's not like broken, like every map broken. Would you say it's probably the case?
Yeah, I would say that.
Do you think anything else needs to be done to the character? I know it's not been out for that long and we haven't really had a chance to even play test it, but do you think this will help bring the pick rate down to a more healthy level?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think that maybe a couple maps players people are just gonna switch to Jet, and overall like not having to worry about two different things when the waylay dashes at you will make it a lot better for like counterplay, and it's just like overall more balanced.
Okay. One of Envy's core team identities is linked to the Yoru with Eggster. With the changes around it and how you said it feels the characters are nearly dead in the recent patch, how does the team plan on working around that and not losing any steps with the upcoming stage?
I mean, we just integrated him on a couple other agents, but he is still playing some Yoru. So yeah, we just try to put him on the roles that he feels the most comfortable on, and we'll see how that plays out.
I mean, I'm excited to see it. I mean, he's always been known as the Yoru guy, so I've been seeing on the stream he's been in ranked playing a few different agents. So, I mean, hope we can see some of those come out. Hope we can still see him on the Yoru. Excited to see that coming up.
100%. It's gonna be it's definitely gonna be very entertaining to watch Eggster on other agents. I think people are gonna be pretty excited because many people have never even seen him on anything other than yours, so it'll be like pretty big change for sure.
Yeah, back in 2023 when I was trying to learn Yoru for my gold ranked games, I loved watching his videos because I was like, this guy just seems so mechanically good.
Hmm.
And I mean, now we've seen him make it, so I hope that we can see him keep that same mechanical level on other characters that even he could be more uncomfortable on in a on a super high level like this.
100%, 100%. I mean, yeah, like you said, you tried Yoru. It's one of the hardest agents in the game. So I think, in my opinion, if you can master Yoru, you can play any agent.
And I think his pure mechanical skill will translate. It's not like he's just good at Yoru and then he's not good mechanically. He has insane
Mhm.
aim, really good game sense. That I think just those skills translate over very easily to other characters.
True. Very true.
All right. I had the chance after your last game versus EG. to ask about playing in front of a crowd and if you had gotten used to it. And you said you were kind of still adapting to it, but you had kind of gotten the gist of it. With the arenas, with the crowd and the one where you play just in the back with no crowd, what difference does that cause for just you personally? Is there any less nerves, or do you not have any nerves of playing in front of the crowd anyway?
I'm not gonna lie, like when I'm actually playing the game in a match, I'm 100% focused on my screen and I can't even hear the crowd. Like
Mm-hmm.
specifically here, I remember at Ascension, the crowd during like some games did get really loud. Just because the Brazilian fans are like they're all so excited to watch their favorite teams play. And I mean that was an experience. But here and like even some games in at Ascension, it's like the crowd isn't even loud enough for me to even notice them, like
Mm-hmm.
because of the noise canceling headphones. So I'm literally fully locked into my screen, not worried about anything else around. So playing in like the Howling Arena versus the actual main stage, it doesn't really have a difference for me.
When you're playing in front of a crowd, do you prefer being the team who's cheered for, the team who's being cheered against?
I mean, I would say like I don't really have a preference. It doesn't make any difference for me, no, I would say.
Okay. Do you hope that when you guys eventually qualify for Masters London, that the crowd there is as like booming as Santiago was?
I mean, that would be pretty cool. I've never been in front of like a crowd of like that size of like a VCT Masters. So I think it would definitely be an experience. It would be really cool to experience like a huge crowd with like people screaming. I think that would be yeah, interesting experience for sure.
All right. And then, how do you feel about your upcoming matchup against Loud, who are coming off the? They talked about they were boot camping in Santiago. We'll get with the teams at Master Santiago, and with their signing of a new player. How do you feel going into that matchup?
Going into the matchup, I'm not gonna lie, like doesn't matter what team we play against, I'm gonna be very confident in our abilities because I just am of the kind of thoughts of that all it takes is just putting in the time. And I know for a fact that we are putting in the most time out of any of these teams, and we all have the hunger and the passion to win and the discipline. So I
Mhm.
think that no matter what team we play, we are going to do extremely well.
Are there any like as the IGL? Are there any differences in IGLing in tier two teams versus in tier one teams?
The difference? No, I would say it's very similar. It's just like playing with different players.
Are there any international teams or just teams in general who you haven't played in VCT Americas that you're really looking forward to playing?
Looking forward to playing. Hmm. Nothing really shoots out at me. Nothing really stands out in my opinion. Just like everybody, I think it would be really cool to play international teams, seeing as how I've never played against like anyone other than South American teams before.
In terms of like IGLs in North America, where would you personally rank yourself in terms of where you think you are compared to other players?
Where I rank myself in terms of IGLs, I would say like probably. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Verno got me, bro. Verno got me. Verno, I think is the one guy I could say he's probably better than me, and maybe Valyn. Like we'll give it to Valyn. So I would say rank three.
Top three, okay. Yeah, that game against MIBR was crazy with like the 210 into the comeback. That was in that game. I know it was a while ago, so you might not remember. But like, do you remember what you were thinking when you guys were down and then during the comeback?
Hmm. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like the score for me, it doesn't matter. In no game am I ever thinking about the score. The only thing I'm thinking about is how can we win this next round.
Okay. And then I have a few viewer questions here. So it actually, one of them runs back to what you were talking about earlier. When I was talking about the pregame routine, you said you had a set routine. Is it just like aim training, or do you hop in a ranked or a death match, or is it something else?
Do aim labs every day, and then go into the range, and after the range, some DMs, and then I play.
Okay. And then last question here. Another viewer question here. So you emphasize your healthy lifestyle a lot, dieting well, staying fit. How do you balance that with the career you're in, and does staying active outside of the game help with your in-game ability?
I would say so. Oh, hit the camera. I would say that yeah, it definitely helps. I don't know like the exact biology around it, but I'm sure that any way to get yourself more fit, any way to get yourself more just like active is going to overall help your health, whether that's like mental or physical. like aiming or moving your keyboard or whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely sure that helps.
Yeah, because I think there's some sort of thing that like exercising helps your brain better. So like it helps with more ideas and quick time thinking, especially as like an IGL like how you do. Being able to think quickly like that is insanely important to be able to like call a strategy like that.
Mm.
All right, well, I think that'll be all I have for you today. Thank you for your time here, Poppin, and good luck to you guys in stage one and against Loud.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.